Alright, Deuteroni, Dino, you can undeafen, or undeafen, unmute. I need to make sure that the...
Alright.
Alright, it's working, it's working! Look at that! Professional, professional.
Professionals, yeah.
Let me make sure that the audio is alright as well. Because I think last stream you were really quiet.
Hello. Alright.
I want to make sure I have everything set. Also, as I said before, I am only going to be having one. Alright, hold on. Professional.
Very professional.
Alright. Can you say something real quick?
Cheese balls.
And wait for the stream to catch up. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Yeah, all right. So today
okay.
we'll be playing Everlasting Summer.
Yay.
Because apparently this series is appreciated. Men voice act the manliest games. I don't know. I actually think my second highest viewed stream is one of the voice act ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was the second one where we did where Chinatsu,
Yeah.
you know, all that. They went to save Yuki. Yeah.
From being kidnapped. Oh, she was kidnapped, I guess.
I think she actually got over 100 something views.
God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked at my analytics. Oh.
Analytics.
Okay. Look, see? Look, scene chains, seamless.
I kind of wanted the horror tale type thing, man. This
I honestly
is
did
so
as well.
sad.
I did as well, but hey. So I go to the main menu. So this game can be a little strange, I guess.
A little bit weird.
Yeah. Filter users. One menu story. Huh? No, no yawning. Come on.
Sorry,
Auto forward time.
I will try not to yawn.
It's fine. It was a joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm just kind of out of it today.
You're out of it today?
I don't know. I just. It's probably gonna be fine.
I mean, if you're out of it, that makes us both, man. I'm gonna be real. All right. So I played this game a little bit. It's been like a year or two. Never finished it.
All right.
So yeah. All right. I'll be voicing the main character, of course. I was having that dream once again.
Oh, yeah, you should probably stream the game to me on Discord.
True. I have the mentors.
You forgot.
Yes.
Alright, there we go.
Let me open the chat. Everyone who yawns will be dead within 18 minutes. Yeah, that's why you don't yawn. That dream. Same thing every night.
A black screen.
It's a black screen, really?
Yeah, it's a black screen. On my end, at the very least.
Don't worry. Don't worry, I can fix it. I can fix it.
Or whatever.
I can fix it.
Alright, watch.
It's not fixed. Bear with, I'm gonna restart Discord.
Okay.
Bear with, we're experiencing technical difficulties already. Bear with, alright? Just bear with. I'll turn the game down a little bit. I'm juiced up on the energy right now. I'm absolutely juiced. You wouldn't believe how juiced I am. Alright. Screen share. Everlasting Summer. It like flickered. Yeah, it like flickered on it. Oh. Wait. What if I... Is it back? Hold on. This is too goofy, man. I think I know another way to fix it. I need to go to registered games. No, I'm not gonna dox myself. Unfortunate. Alright, let's do that. I stop streaming. Then I stream it from here. Flickered. I might just have to stream my whole screen to you. That should work. I mean, it might be a little small. I could make the font big. Is it? Hold on. Crazy. Crazy. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Let's stop the game.
Okay.
I am relaunching the game.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, I'll just have to share my screen, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that means I don't get to hear the beautiful music.
Beautiful music.
Do you really want to quit the game?
Yeah.
The evil spreads. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can fix him. I'm shredding a water pool right now. I remember the crazy
Remember.
copy pasta going rats.
Oh, good.
Dude, are you sure you're fit to voice act?
I am more nervous than usual.
Why?
How much can I disclose without it getting personal?
I see. Like, man, you don't have to do this.
Personal reasons, basically.
I
Maybe,
see.
maybe you can get like someone else to voice act this.
I mean, hey, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, not today.
All right. Take some time off. Hope it gets
Yeah.
better, whatever you're going through.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe lie
Get
down, take a rest.
Yeah, I will. So,
All right
sorry,
then.
sorry, people. I just can't.
Yeah, by all means, take your time. Take
Yeah, okay.
take your time.
Hopefully you can get someone else to fill in for me. I just can't.
I'm sure I can find someone.
Yeah, okay. Gooby.
Farewell. All right, you heard it here. Uh, Dino is not doing the best at the moment, which is news to me. I was unaware of this. Hey, at least he's yeah. So I will be, since the Discord doesn't want to even like stream it, I'm just going to voice act it myself. Or I'm going to try to anyways. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Question mark? The rabbit hole is too deep. Agreed. And 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 that's why I always check to see if you guys are all right. 'Cause you just never know, all right? You just never know. Dun, 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 dun. The insanity of kind of voice acting people. Yeah, I'd enjoy. Oh lord, now it's not wanting to pick up the. There we go. I just can't really talk. I see. Losing summer. Come on. Or like do it out of nowhere. Like how Dino does it. That's alright. I just need to fix the whole capture thing, and we will begin. We will begin. Are we ready? Why is it zoomed? What do you mean? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I fixed it. Alright. Let's go. Let's do this. I was having that dream once again. Guys, this is actually gonna be good voice practice. That dream. Same thing every night. But it's all forgotten in the morning, as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of a memory will remain of gates, half opened, as if inviting me somewhere, with two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. And also that strange girl who keeps asking me. Will you come with me? Come? But where? Bees, thank you. And why? And where am I, anyway? Of course, if it all happened in real life, I most certainly would have been scared. Well, what else would one expect to feel? But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason! You don't have to know where or why to realize. Something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that surrounds me here is real. As real as things in my own flat. I could open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh, cool air and shiver from the cold. I could, but to do that, I need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream. I understand that. But what of it? Why does my understanding change? Because here, it's just like on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. The hallucinations are taking act. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates. Yes, the gates! She would be so surprised. And better, why the dot over the an I was called a tittle. But the dot over a J is called a superscript dot. Nice letters. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see the who? You can see the Magellanic clouds. As if I'd ended up in the southern hemisphere. In a dream, there are small things that catch your attention. An unnatural color of grass, impossible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection. While the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. It's natural, since here you cannot die. I know it for sure. I've done it hundreds of times. But if you cannot die, is there a point in living? I should ask the girl. She's a local. She should know. Yes, exactly! I should ask her about the owl, for example. One strange bird it is. Though, it doesn't matter. Will you come with me? Every time I have to answer. It's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end, and I will never wake up. Yes, I will come with you. Every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much of my life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream, after all. Just a dream. With that, I actually have to be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Like, 5 seconds, alright? Yay, I'm back. Everybody had to just be... Is that fortune? I don't know. I just think... Can you... want to ask the same question. Zam, is that fortune? Something, something. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on, I was pinged. Ah, Stefan, Stefan. Rah. Rah. I agree. I agree. Ah, I typed too much. Sorry. Sorry, gamer. I mean, hey, at least you're interacting. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. I don't know. What don't you know? Woman! Wait, is that Lazy Town? Wait, that's Lazy Town! The girl! Sometimes, it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. As if, in our relationship, the screen wasn't an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textilite. There is some truth in that. Probably because the computer provides 90% of the communication with the outside world. I'm the interactiest interactor that's ever interacted in the interaction. This is true. This is true. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time. Rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forums even more rarely. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code or a kernel bug which started living a life of its own. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy. A psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnosis and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin. That would be so silly. That would mean, you're not real? True. A small apartment with no signs of repair or any semblance of order in it. And always the same view out the window and the gray megalopolis running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life. Looney Tunes. I like that. Well, of course, it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school, and finished it. Like all the others. I was accepted into a university, where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well. Sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine. As if taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. It was looping over and over in monotonous circles. Like the movie Groundhog Day. It's a good movie, you should see it. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day. And every day just repeated itself. The same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes they were menial jobs. Sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder, really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home, and the communication with other people almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So, in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Man, we're the dudes. We're the dudes of the 6 characters. You'll see. Is the guy having an existential crisis? Yes. It has been like 15 minutes, and this man had done nothing but rethink their entire life. Yeah. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it'll become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I'll write one myself. However, what's the point in fooling myself? I tried many times, but I can't even come up with a simple short story. I try to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw, programming, got bored. Foreign languages, takes too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but I never would have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grand master of lame internet jokes. If I were to get paid for it, I probably would be a happier person. And a richer person, too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. I found creator writing this spell. True. Today was another typical day of a typical failures, typical life. And today is a day when I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I didn't really want to. I mean, what's the point? The time I spent with them was so short. However, I was persuaded by a friend, a former university mate and one of the few with whom I kept in touch other than through the internet. I'm running out of breath, guys. Why is the city so white? Snow? I don't know. I don't know. Goodness. A frosty evening. Bus stop. Waiting. I never liked winter. Heathen! Though, hot summer is not my season either. It's not that white anymore. Those, white people when they get a tan. Sorry. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. It doesn't matter what the weather is outside when you stay home 24/7. Why is he looking like that? Help. I don't know. Bro looks like he's 47 and he's like 21. I don't know. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few my last few hundreds rubles for a taxi. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought I could bring into existence, give a shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. Maybe I could start my own business? But where would I get the money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in an office. No, no way. Maybe I should try freelancing. But what skills do I have, and who would want me after all? When he was born, he was 20 years When he was born, he was 20 years old. I like that. I like that a lot. I suddenly apologies. I suddenly remembered my childhood, or rather, my teen years, the time when I was 15, 17 years old. Why exactly those years? No idea. I said that completely wrong. Why exactly those years? No idea. I guess it's because back then, everything was much more simple. It was easier to make decisions. So complicated now and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass. And I always eagerly looked towards the weekend. Then I could get some rest and have time for the things I liked. Computer, football, going out with friends. And then, at the beginning of next week, I'd take up my studies again. Back then, there were no such worrying questions like why, who needs it, what will change if I do it, or what will not change. A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person, and so odd to myself today. A careless childhood age. It was also then that I met my first love. Her appearance and personality have vanished from my memory. Only her name remains, like a brief line from a social media profile, along with the feelings which overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to care for her and protect her. Sadly, it didn't last long. Today, I can hardly imagine something like that happening. An hour of just like a little guy having this existential life crisis. Them to be in the audience this time. Rah, the evil watching. I would probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation. What on earth to discuss or how to attract her? Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time. But where could I meet one, anyway? The sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over! There's something abnormal about it, though. Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. I'm silly. You're silly. Meet them not unfortunate. Streetlights pass by me. It's as if they're cold light sparks inside of me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they've been living in me for a long time, slumbering and waking up again. The driver's radio was playing some very familiar tune, but I wasn't listening to it. I was watching the cars passing by through the fogged up window. Because people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need, stuck in their own little worlds. Why would they care about mine? They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they just have much easier lives. You can't know for sure, since all people are different. Or are they? Sometimes, someone's actions can be easily predicted. But if you try to look inside his soul, you will only see impenetrable darkness. The bus was approaching downtown, and my thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights. Why is this man so boring? I don't know. Hundreds of billboards, thousands of cars, millions of people. I watched the light show, and somehow I got terribly sleepy. If I went outside to get a burger, I would be in much more of an exciting situation. True. My eyes closed just for a moment, and then... I'm a mirror. Me when cutscene. Colossal cutscenes, though. True. Well, woman spotted? Nah, they're all men. They're all men. Woman spotted? They're all men. They're men, okay? They're men. They are women. Yes.
Day one.
FNAF. Women exist? Welcome back, Dino. Welcome back. I hope you can enjoy the stream. I hope maybe this can lighten you up a little bit. I exist, debatably. Bright daylight struck my eyes. By the way, I'm gonna be giving this 100%. By the way, at first I didn't pay attention, as I wasn't fully awake yet. On their own, my legs carried me towards the door. This is me, by the way. Semyon is his name. Damn, looks like I fell asleep and missed my stop. But there was no door. I looked around the bus and realized it wasn't a good, worn-out Liaz. Instead, the bus was an actual, like, Icarus model. A new one. I froze in shock. How... What? Am I dead? Have I been kidnapped? No, I must be dead. I patted myself down feverishly, slapped myself painfully in the face a few times, banged my forehead on the back of the bus seats. It's clear, I'm either still alive, or you can still feel pain when you're dead. Brian, look out! But how could this happen? Maybe I slept for too long and ended up at the bus depot. And then what? Did they put me onto another bus? I rushed out and looked around. Greenery wherever I looked. Tall grass on the roadside, trees, flowers. Summer! But how? It was just winter a moment ago. My head was aching unbearably, as if it was going to explode. Slowly, I began to remember. A long road running off into the distance. Forests, plains, fields, lakes, and forests again. I hope so too. Yeah. The Time traffic bus. I think I was sleeping, but and how can I remember all of it? And then a gap. Some girl leaning over me. She softly whispered something in my ear. Then a gap again. The views they draw so pretty? True. Then I woke up here. Who was that strange girl? Or was she just a dream? For some reason, thinking about her made me feel better and calmed me down a little. I felt warmth all over, coming from the inside. Could it be her who brought me here? Then I need to find her! And the best place to look for her is away from here. I rushed to the left, then to the right, and stopped, hesitating over where to go. Finally, I ran in the direction from which the bus probably came. Physical exercise does refresh one's mind. Thoughts become clearer, and it gets a little easier to evaluate the surrounding reality. Not in my case, however. I was sitting on the roadside, wheezing and trying to ease my sore throat by gulping breaths of hot air. In any case, the run did its job. The fear withdrew for a while. Maybe I really am just dreaming. Though, recalling my self-harm on the bus, I immediately rejected the idea. I am neither dreaming nor dead. A narrow road ran through the field and far into the distance. The exact same road from my dream. I must be very far away from home. It's not just that it was winter yesterday and summer now, it's the whole environment. Of course, summer is usually like this, green and hot, but here, everything is not entirely lifelike. Everything looks like it was taken from the paintings of Russian landscape artists on the 19th century. The grass is just too lush. The bushes are not what bushes should be. They're so thick that you can't see anything through them, like treetops. Honestly. And the trees themselves. The forest was quite far away, but the trees looked as if they had closed their ranks and were just now waiting for the order to advance onto the fields and plains. I caught my breath and looked at the bus, which was now barely visible. That was a good run. Fear overtook me again. Those power lines. There must be people here. But what does it mean? In fact, that means nothing at all. They couldn't have power lines. Couldn't they have power lines even in hell? Roasting sinners over hot coals? That's so last century. Fourth wall break? Question mark, question mark. Maybe. I don't know. I must have reached the point of no return, after which you should have either lose your mind completely or finally try to understand what is going on. Oh god. No! No! The monster is supposed to give me energy. I don't feel energy at all. I feel tired. Wah. And while I still have a choice, I should pick the second option. I slowly headed back to the bus. Of course, it was scary, but I'm not likely to find an answer in the fields or the woods. But this wretched bucket of bolts is the only kind of link I have with the real world. Sorry, I'm running out of breath. She yawned. Get her? Alright, yeah, I know it's very hypocritical. I should carefully scout the area. So, Sovyanok means owlet. Cool. Okay. A brick wall and its gates crowned with a Sovyanok sign. Sure, yeah. Statues of pioneers standing on either side, and a road sign nearby showing the bus route number 410. The trip's taking a bit too long today. I smirked. A person may start acting inappropriately in extreme situations. Something like that's probably happening to me now. This place didn't look abandoned at all. No rust on the gates, no damage to the walls. Sylvianok. What could have a name like that? Judging by the pioneer status, could be a kid's summer camp. Moreover, it appears to be open. Of course, the simplest explanation, logically speaking, explains nothing at all. Strange girl, the altered bus, summer, pioneer camp. Thousands of theories went through my mind instantly, from alien abduction to lethargic sleep, from a hallucination to a time and space shift. None was worse than any other, yet there really was no way to pick a single one. Then it occurred to me, I can try to make a phone call. Duh! I took out my cell phone and dialed the first number in my contact list. Hello, hello, we are contacting you for your cost extended warranty. We need your social security card and the numbers. Please and thank you. Damn, that's the wrong number. But instead of signal strength bars, the screen was showing a thick cross. Alright. There may be no signal in such a remote place. You have no signal. You need AT&T. The Indian guy selling me AT&T. Sorry. Sorry. So I could Indian Kona. Yeah, I've been practicing more accents. I have been practicing. I trust you with my details. Hello, yes, this is Jaquarius. I am from India. I came to the US for a new life. A new beginning.
Sir, the airport's closed.
What do you mean? The plane dropped me off here. I go. You let me through.
I'm afraid you can't do that.
Then what am I supposed to do?
You get back on the plane and you go to a different airport. I'm sorry to say.
Because only one man? Yeah, you're right. Oh god! I am so sorry, bestie pals. I'm a little sleepy today. Sleepy Guna. I'm just like the president. Can I go home? No. Can I go home?
No.
I would like to go home, please. I have a wife and kids.
Sir, please step back.
It's like, I've been trying to master like a Spanish accent. You will be caught in 18 minutes. Buses don't drive themselves, do they? What is that emoji? I examined the bus from all sides to make sure that it wasn't a hallucination. Bits of dirt on the bottom, some rust here and there, faded paint and worn-out tires. No, this is definitely a very ordinary Icarus. What is your obsession with 18 minutes? Can we get 18 minutes in the chat, please? Yeah, exactly the kind of bus which takes you places beyond your understanding if you carelessly fall asleep. I gave a nervous chuckle. It came out by itself, sporadically. Because this wasn't the right place or time to laugh. But where on Earth is the driver? I cautiously sat down on the curb beside the bus and started to wait. 28 minutes? Raw? 18? 19. I love the 18. Okay. My patience didn't last long. My anxiety seems to have reached its peak. I started to go slightly mad. In such a situation, anyone would have probably felt something similar. Aliens and parallel universes were gone from my imagination, leaving only void and darkness. And is this how everything will end? How my life will end? Bay! Do not 19 my 28. 18. My bad. 26. But I wanted to do so much. There's so many things that I had no time for yet. I was overwhelmed by the idea. This was definitely the end. But why? It's not fair! Surely I'm no worse than anyone else! God! Why? Yes, he does. He does have a phone, but there's no signal. No signal. Tears were burning my eyes unbearably. I curled up and started rolling in the grass. Why? What did I do? Why me? My cries were only heard by the speechless statues of the pioneers and a bird on a tree, which immediately flapped its wings and took off, crying out something in its own bird language, as if laughing at the idiot who dared interrupt its after-dinner nap. I was left breathless from weeping and lay quietly, sobbing occasionally. After a while, I managed to pull myself together. My mind cleared up a bit, as if terror and the fear of death gave me a little break. Also, isn't there Eiffel Towers everywhere? Yeah, they are electrical towers, not phone, not. Oh no! If someone wanted to kill me, what is all this for? It doesn't look like an experiment either. If this is just some crazy coincidence, then there's probably no threat. Anyway, for now, it seems like there's no danger. Panic was soon gone. Of course, the blood was still pounding my temples and my hands were still shaking, but at least I could think clearly now. Right now, there's nothing I can really change anyway. So no matter how much I think or how mad I get, it'd only make things worse. I'm calling them Eiffel Towers. Isn't the guy a 4-chainer? Makes sense why he's miserable. True. 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 Help, Lamau, real, I agree. In any case, I won't learn anything by lounging around here. The camp, if, of course, it really is a camp, looked like the only place where people could be. So, I decided to go there, and hardly had I reached the gates when a girl came out from behind them, wearing a pioneer uniform. Alright. Trying to think of the voice. My logic didn't let me down this time. And again, a pioneer uniform in the 21st century? And then again, a girl here? I froze, unable to take a step. I felt very much like running away. Running as far as I could from this place. Far from this bus, gates, statues, and far from this bloody bird and its siesta. A woman! Scatter! Girl interaction. Just running, free like the wind, faster and faster, waving to the planets passing by, winking at the galaxies. 4-chainer challenge, talk to a girl. Difficulty impossible. Running like a pulsar ray and turning into a vestigial radiation, running to face the unknown. Ask for chance for help. They'll give you the best advice. They will. No matter where, as long as it is far away from this place. Meanwhile, the girl came closer and smiled. I cannot help but notice her beauty, even though I was trembling with fear. Human instincts are independent of consciousness, and while only 5% of the brain is responsible for cognitive processes, The remaining 95% were always busy sustaining life, and in particular, ensuring stable functioning of the hormonal system. I desperately wanted to get less complicated, to stop thinking in formal quotes from the encyclopedia, though my thoughts appeared one by one, being stupid, out of place, as if taken from an internal monologue of the hero of some chunky softcore crime fiction book. A pretty Slavic face. Long braids that looked like 2 armfuls of fresh hay, and 2 eyes you could drown in. I'm thinking. Let me actually refer to the characters real quick. I have a voice in mind, but uh, okay. Hi. Okay, hold on. I need my throat is really dry, by the way. Ah. 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 Okay. Hi. You. Oh God! I can't get it. My throat. Okay. I want to do the voice I've been practicing, but I can't get the pitch. I can't get the damn pitch. I might just have to choose a different voice, unfortunately. I would be so gaming in this situation. Opera singer type of voice test, bro. You're meant to have the range, man. Come on. I'm trying. Ooh, tiptoe through the garden. I mean, I'm her. I think I have time. Even if I can't stream it to you, there'd be no point.
Hi. You must have just arrived.
Good enough. Good enough. It'll get better. Um. Yeah. Look at all that. Look at that. I'll save it right there. Save game. I'm not gonna reply. I was frozen in astonishment. The girl looked so perfectly normal. Just like an ordinary human. But I still could not utter a single word. It's too late to run.
Did I say something wrong?
It took a monumental effort to answer. Yeah.
What?
Oh, nothing. I mean, I've just arrived. I replied quickly, meaning the word I might have blurted out something wrong. I mean, technically, you could, it just wouldn't have sound since you'd be streaming in the entire stream. True, but then it's no fun.
All right then. Welcome.
I can't do it. I can't do it right now. This would have been the point where they devolve into racism. What, just because she's more tan, huh? Sorry.
Alright then. Welcome.
There you go. She smiled broadly. Strange. It looked like I just had a normal girl getting just in front of me. Ah, I should never turned here. The woods and fields seemed better. But what should I do next? Try to speak with her as if she was a human? Or run away? Or what? The blood was pumping unbearably in my head, tearing it apart from the inside. A little bit more than the poor pioneer girl would be splattered with the gruesome contents of my skull. What's so funny about that, eh? The voice is different. It's insane. The girl... I might try... Wait, I think there might actually be like a redneck in Australian. Hold on. I think the other guy should be TF2. Team Fortress 2. Sorry. Tema Fortuas. The girl looked me over. Sent shivers in my spine, and my knees started to tremble. Nothing.
Great then!
Great? What's so great about that? Suddenly, a thought crossed my mind. To hell with it all. Forget about the bus behind me. The fact that it was winter yesterday and summer today. I just want to rip off my itchy sweater and just accept that this is actually happening. Everything is as it should be. All this is for the best. Would you happen to know?
You should go to a camp leader. She'll tell you everything. Look. You go straight ahead to the square, right? And turn left. You will see several small cabins.
She pointed at the gates as if I knew what was behind them. Dementia. That's what that reads. Dementia. It's a patronymic, a derivative of a person's father's name. Because Dimitri, put by Russians at the person's name, sign and mark. Okay.
Well, you can ask him where Olga Dmitrievna. Olga's cabin is.
Got
it.
Of course I didn't.
Well, I gotta go now.
Kinda so This game is long where it's kinda so fucked. The girl waved her hand at me and disappeared through the gates. It seemed as if to her, I was something ordinary. And all this show with the bus and the travels while wake or sleep, while troublingly to me, well, everything here is just the way it is supposed to be. Dementia. Camp leader, pioneer uniform. What, are they doing a historical reenactment here? I hope I won't find Lenin standing at top of an armored car in the square. But even that would not surprise me right now. After standing alone for a while, I headed into the camp. A mere 50 meters away, lay a small one-story house popped up on the left side. The sign near the door said, "Clubs." I was about to come closer, and the door suddenly opened, and a short girl wearing a pioneer uniform came out. Lenin cameo. Her pretty face gave me the impression of one suffering for the fate of the whole of mankind with a truly universal sorrow. As soon as she saw me, the girl froze, as if frightened. Holy shit. Gobber Lobber 32 is playing plutonium something something. You guys can see that? Ignore that. Ignore that. I froze too, considering what was the best to do. To approach first, or wait until she showed some initiative. Or maybe run away after all. Although, this last option was constantly being suggested only by my self-preservation instinct, at least that's what I'd like to believe, Not the worst human instinct, but far from the most logical. If this instinct played poker against deductive abilities, the outcome will be predetermined. In those deductive abilities, or at least their semblance, were hinting to me that there was no need to be afraid of this girl. Suddenly, someone jumped out the nearby bushes. A girl wearing a red t-shirt with USSR written on it. Such a perfect reproduction of the age. She looked quite short from a distance, and was probably younger than both Pioneer girls. The one at the gates and this girl...
Da, 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 da. Da, da.
The one at the gates and this girl at the door of the clubs. At last, I decided to come closer, but the USSR, as I called her in my mind, jumped towards the first girl and started telling her something while mildly waving her arms. The other girl turned and seemed confused and lowered her gaze, remaining silent. I probably would have continued to observe, amusing dialogue, but the USSR suddenly pulled something out of her pocket and started waving it in front of the girl's face. This something turned out to be a grasshopper. Communist, commie. Yeah, I'm a communist. The sniper. Good lord. I'm not voicing that. The first girl squealed. She must not be too keen on insects, as she instantly rushed off towards the place where Lenin presumably made a speech about the workers' and peasants' revolution. That is to say, towards the square. The USSR glanced at me, grinned playfully, and dashed after her. Whoa, Zam, what? Not a bad start to the day. I had absolutely no clue where I am. Besides that, there are some kids here role-playing as pioneers. And as far as I can tell, this place is located thousands of kilometers away from home. It might even be a different reality. And if this was indeed a reality. I mean, everything around me seems so real, if a little embellished. And I was starting to think that, in fact, my previous life could have been just a dream. And what am I supposed to do now? I was picking at the cracked paving stones in my shoe and staring aimlessly at the club's building. Just a few more seconds before I have to come up with some decision. That's when I recalled myself rolling on the grass, weeping. I cringed in disgust. Perhaps there's another instinct help. When all energy for whimpering and self-pitying is used up, the body either goes into hibernation or mobilizes its reserves. Mine seemed to have chosen the second option, because out of the blue, I found the determination to figure out what the hell is going on. And in order to do that, I'd act like a man, like a human, to maintain a dignity, and representative of my own world. I followed the path to the left, and on the right side of which stood small cabins, apparently the homes of local pioneers. Actually, they looked all quite cozy from the outside. Even though I was born in the Soviet Union, I'd never been in part of its children's organizations, neither the pioneers nor even the young October children. I imagined the daily life of a typical pioneer camp a bit differently. Huge barracks with long rows of metal bunks. Look up to a 6 o'clock played by a siren. 1 minute to make your bed, and joining the formation at the drill square. Or, wait! Could I be confusing it with something else? Suddenly, something struck me on the back. I staggered, but remained on my feet. Turned around and prepared to fight heroically for my life. But all I found was another girl standing before me. My mouth hung open in surprise. Alright, hold on. I gotta... have fun with that visual? I'll be right back. I just checked my test score with the dude. Oh no. Even moment. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Hold on. Fucking hell, the freezer's on fucking fire. Alright. Pick your jaw up off the, Pick your jaw off the ground, mate! I closed my mouth. Same pioneer uniform, but the way she was wearing it looked, let's say, provocative. Like all the girls I'd met here before, this one was rather cute, but overtly arrogant expression killed any desire to get to know her better. New here, are you? Fine. Farewell, mate. She threw a threatening glance at me and walked past. I waited for the pioneer girl to turn the corner. Who knows what else she might have been up to? Bloody hell, mate. Fucking hell. What was that all about, yeah? Oh, this stream is it's gonna be rough, guys. It's gonna be rough. The most interesting thing was that even this hostile girl seemed completely normal to me. She did not give off the feeling of some deadly danger, except maybe the danger of getting punched in the nose. At least I managed to make it to the square. Uh-oh. Boink, donk. The merchant from Red Dead. So what are you buying? I've got some good things on sale, stranger. Ha ha ha. Anytime. There is no linen on an armored car, although one could easily expect something like that after all this had happened. Instead, however, a monument to a certain comrade toward the middle of the square. The letters on the pedestal read Genda. Must be some big figure in the party. There were some small benches at the sides. It's quite pleasant here, actually. Thank you. Where did that girl tell me to go? To the left or to the right? To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And why am I going there anyway? Ah, right. I decided to pretend to be normal. No Lennon refunding. This game is free. So, to the right! Through a small grove. I came out to a pier. I must have taken a wrong turn. Hey! Wrong way! I turned towards the voice. The first girl stood for me. Hold on.
Now what did I tell you? Take a left at the square, wasn't it?
She had changed from her pioneer uniform into a bikini.
Oh, I still haven't introduced myself. My name is Slavia. Actually, my full name is Slaviana, but everyone calls me Slavia. So, you can too.
Yeah. I still felt a bit confused, but I could not come up with more meaningful answers.
And what's your name?
Or the outfit's getting more and more revealing. They're not. It felt like she could see right through me. Yeah. Semyon.
Nice to meet you, Semyon.
I might actually have to change the... I look away once and I see my girl from the start is wearing a bikini. Yes. Correct. You're excellent observations. Oh. Alright. I'm almost done here. Could you wait here a minute? I'm going to change and we'll go to Olga Dmitrievna together. Agreed? Agreed. After this exchange, she ran off. I sat on the pier and let my feet hang into the water. I was wearing heavy winter boots, but in such weather here, there's nothing wrong in getting my feet wet. Furthermore, let me cool myself a little. Looking at the river, I was brainstorming and processing everything that has happened. Is this some kind of conspiracy? It's a weird one. Even too friendly at times. No, it really looks more like a random event. Some entirely incomprehensible random event. My Arcana. Shall we go? Slavia was standing beside me, dressed in the pioneer uniform again. Let's go. I've been here for a very short time, but all the people I've met, she looks the least suspicious. However, this fact is already suspicious itself. We walked to the square. The USSR girl and the girl who hit me in the back were there, chasing each other. That's some kind of game they're playing? Ulyana! Enough running! I'll tell everything to Olga Dmitrievna. 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 I guess that's. Alright, I'm gonna give her a redneck. Actually, what do you think? Do you think she's Australian or she's the redneck? What do you guys think? Uh-oh. USSR? Communism? That doesn't answer my question. I don't think. Alright, let me rephrase, because I think I forgot my own question. Which is the redneck? Australian, because every Australian is cool. Okay, which is the redneck, and which is the Australian? I need to know. I need to know. There's a fire on the folk of freezer, mate. Also, the Australian one might be a little scuffed. I'm still working on it. I just want to comment how this translates to USSR apparently. CCCP. There's a fire on the folk of freezer, mate. Oh, bloody hell. Here are the options. The orange-haired girl or the red hair? The two on the sides. The other guy's Scotland? I can't do a Scottish accent. I've been practicing, but I can't do a Scottish accent. The CCCP or the Chinese Communist Party? You think so? Alright, so you guys think that this is the redneck and this is the Australian? Alright, I'm gonna say the redneck Australian. Aye, aye, Captain. I said not to question Slavia for a while about what was going on for the local residents. Redneck, why not? Okay, thank you. Better meet with this mysterious Olga first. Sounds like she's the boss here. We walked past the rows of almost identical cabins, some of which looked like fat beer barrels, while others looked more like household sheds. Finally, Slavia stopped in front of a smallish one-story cabin. It looked like an artist's painting, a faded paint chipping here and there with age. I am eating my pancreas. Don't eat your pancreas. Respecting the sun, the window shutters, slightly ajar, were swaying almost unnoticeably in the wind. The huge lilac bushes were growing at the sides. It seemed as if this ramshackle hut was drowning in a storm of purple silk, and the lilacs, like some elemental force, were inexorably destroying the troop leader's house. What are you standing around for? Let's go! Come on! Slavia snapped me out of my daydreaming. And stop teasing Lana already. Ah! Woman! Reyna? Sounds like there's someone inside. Indeed. A moment later, the door swung open, and Alyana ran out and dashed past me with the same mischievous grin. The pigtail girl came out next. Don't let it bother you, Lana. So her name is Lana. I gotta be thankful it's not Rena, at least.
But I don't.
Instead of finishing her sentence, she blushed and quickly headed towards the square. For some reason, I felt like turning and following her with my eyes, but Slavia said, Come on then. Rena from that other novel story? Real? I don't know what you're talking about. We entered the cabin. Face. It looked inside. It looked something similar to what I imagined. This is gonna be a rough stream. This is gonna be a rough stream. 2 beds, table, a couple chairs, some old carpet on the floor, a wardrobe. Nothing special, but at the same time, it felt home-like and cozy. Although this room was almost the same state of disorder as my own flat. The girl standing near the window appeared to be about 25 years old, I'd say. Nature obviously gifts her with a pretty face and a good body. At least one thing can keep you happy in the pandemonium. The locals are beautiful. You're finally here! Excellent! My name is Olga Dmitrievna. I am the camp leader. Nice to meet you. I'm Semyon. I started to talk as if I wasn't surprised by anything that was going on. She came closer. We've been expecting you since early this morning. Should I practice like a Scottish accent? Yeah, pandemonium. But no. Guys, there's a lot of voices in this. It's a lot of voices. I'm struggling. Alright. Yes, of course! And when does this next bus come? Why do you need it? Yeah, right. Why would I need it? Therefore, I urge you to practice it. Look, I will practice it. I guess I shouldn't ask direct questions. People hear me react to them unlike how I'd prefer, and I doubt I'd get any answers. No reason, just curious. By the way, where are we exactly? Our mailing address, I mean. I wanted to send a letter to my parents to tell them I got here fine. For some reason, I had the desperate idea to play along. I would find something out. Uh, this is rough. Alright, hold on. And I need to compose myself. Okay, I'm going to try a Scottish accent. I'm going to try.
Oh, but your parents just called half an hour ago. Sent their regards to you.
Now that's a surprise. So, can I call them? Because I forgot to tell them something important before I left.
No.
She gave me a sweet, spontaneous smile. Why not?
We don't have a phone here.
Is that good? And how can my parents make a call to here?
I've just gone back from the district. I've just gone back from the district central town.
I can't. My throat is like dying today. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is
God damn. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it.
What kind of voice should I? I mean, I'm not gonna remember the voices of this woman. I'm so sad right now. I'm not gonna remember it. I just come back from the district central town. I talked to them there. Ah, so that's how it is. And can I somehow get to the town? No. She kept the same smile. Why not? Because the next bus only comes in a week. I decided not to inquire how the troop leader managed to get there and back. I would get no answer anyway. All this time, Slavia sitting next to me and seemed to be finding nothing odd in our conversation. Can you make one critter? What?
Oh, and we need a uniform for ya.
I've got absolutely no desire to put on pioneer shorts or to wear this ridiculous red neckerchief. However, wearing winter clothes in summer isn't a great idea either. Right, thank you. I wonder if I'm the only one here who finds it strange that someone's wearing a coat and winter boots in such heat.
Radio. I'll be off then. Radio. I'll be off then. You can get yourself acquainted with a camp. Don't forget to come to dinner in the evening.
Okay. Having said that, she walked out of the cabin. No, walked isn't the right word. She rushed out. Doing Neko Arc voice easy. I ended up alone with Slavia.
I must go too. I've got things to do. Alright. I do apologise. I do. Take a walk, look around the camp a bit. I'll see you in the evening. Alright?
There's no threat or catch this one. To catch then, and if there is no threat or catch this, then this reality, as embodied by Slavia, becomes more and more appealing. Yes, she's gonna be British. Marley Atkins real? No, that's not Marley. For the first time today, I realized it was awfully hot here. British? I didn't know Mika went to school. Shut up. I am obsessed. Although, obviously, my winter clothes were to blame for that. Took off my coat, dropped it on the bed. My pullover followed it. I was now wearing only the shirt. That's much better. All I could do now was follow their advice and look around the camp. No Marley reference. Don't say that, come on. I'll try to find something out in the meantime. Passing the local district, I saw a pioneer guy coming my way. Oh, this guy looks like an asshole. And there was really a pioneer guy, not a pioneer girl. Apparently, they were men, even in this kingdom of Amazons.
Hello, you new here? You must be Simeon, right?
And how do you...
Everyone knows already. I'm electronic, by the way. The real one. You can just go with that, alright?
Electronic. The real one. Things are going from crazy to completely insane. Alright.
Oliano sends me the... Also calls me Cheesy.
Cheesy? On toast? With mushrooms?
Because my last name is Cheesegolf.
I see.
Then let me show you around, mate. Alright?
I accepted his offer, as it would have taken much longer to know the place alone. Fine. Let's go. We ended up at the square again. As if this place was all there is to this camp. Lena was sitting on one of the benches, reading some book. Electronic confidently approached her.
Hello, Lena. Meet the new guy, Simeon.
He stared briskly. Hello. Well, you could say we've already met, in a way.
Yes.
She looked away from the book for a moment, glanced at me, flushed, and went back reading, as if not noticing that we were still here.
Alright. Let's go on then.
I was at first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple of words, but I thought it was better that way. Electronics' vigorous activity did not fit well with Lena's shyness. Well, let's go. Read book. Smart. Shut up. Next we came to a building, which I instantly identified as a canteen.
And this here?
I know! This is where you consume organic food!
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
On the canteen's porch stood the unfriendly girl who hit me in the back earlier. At the sight of her, my joking mood vanished in the blink of an eye. Really, now's not the best time to be pulling this guy's leg, even though he is quite hilarious. First, I need to figure out what's what here, or at least where I am.
Her, over there, that's Elisa, I'm not even, that is, Elisa, Dvak. Alright? Be careful around her.
Oh, she's speaking with her. Pardon. Sorry.
Don't ever risk calling her Dovchek.
Dovchek. I don't know.
She doesn't look that. What did you say? The hell did you call me, you wanker?
She must have heard him. In the blink of an eye, Lisa jumped down from the porch and dashed towards us.
Alright, you'll manage from here, onwards. Alright?
Electronic took to his heels. I didn't say anything. I'm gonna do nothing. Yes. 2chan. I did nothing. Elisa, running past, stopped for a moment and growled.
I'll deal with you later!
Deal with me? What did I do wrong?
I added a forced, guilty smile to my words. But what am I guilty of? She made no reply and carried on chasing Electronic. Looks like I'll have to kill time alone, waiting for dinner. I said I'd go east. At least in the direction of where east would be in my world. Soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. The game was in full swing there. I guess Watching it for a bit wouldn't do any harm. In my childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself and even thought of going professional. But a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of uncertain chance in the game. Kids of different ages are running around the pitch. I see a boy of about 10, a girl about maybe 14 years old. A girl, hey, that's Oliana. Alright, so she plays football. What's so surprising? She seems like a restless one, after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she noticed me.
Hey, you!
Sorry.
But
I'm mixing up accents.
will she?
Alright, Oliana shouted.
You wanna play?
I didn't know how to answer. On the other hand, running around for 10 minutes is no big deal. On the other hand, any wrong move in a situation could be my final one. But in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for this weather. If I played winter boots and warm jeans, I would sweat like a pig, and playing barefoot with and without jeans would just be simply unethical. Maybe another time, all right? Oh God, I'm turning Australian. Something about me leaving. It's followed by Oliana's screams about my pants or me being a pansy or something like that. Evening was falling, making me feel tired and empty after a day wasted with no real purpose. Strata, mate. Kona's turning Australian? Oh no! Oh, blimey. Fucking blimey, mate. There's a fucking fire and a fucking freezer, mate. Ice and fire. Pissing the giant thing of people. Girardi! I'd better sit here and wait for dinner. After all, it's easier to search for answers when you are not hungry. They do give food to people here, right? No. It's curious how the simplest human needs can break the will to ponder on things, to strive for something. So, for example, I feel hungry now. I care much less about where I am or what is happening to me. Heads up! Oh, man. Hold on, bear with. After this, I may... Okay, after this, I may actually, I'll go for a bit longer. And I'm probably going to have to, not go, but I'm probably going to switch streams. So I'll end this stream, and I'll start another one, almost like immediately after, basically. That music jump scared me. Jeez. Could great people also be affected by this? In that case, how did Spartacus start the slave uprising in ancient times? I can only conclude that I am not a great person, and it does not really matter which mechanism I serve as a gear in. Society, the Matrix, or a weird pioneer camp. My thoughts were interrupted by the sounds of bells chiming from a loudspeaker on the light pole. Legendary double stream? Yes. Must be a dinner call. I head towards the canteen. It was a good thing that I now knew where it was. Olga was there, sitting on the porch. Stopped and looked closely at her, as if I was expecting something. She looked back at me for a while, but at last came closer.
Simeon, what are you waiting for? Come in already.
Guess nothing bad can happen if I go with her. My stomach backed me up here. The two of us went inside. Canteen looked like a canteen. I had a chance to visit a factory canteen at some point in my life. The one was exactly the same. Just maybe a bit cleaner and more modern. Metal chairs and tables, glazed tiles on the walls and on the floor, and tableware on the occasional crack. Guess that was a canteen the pioneer camp was supposed to look like.
Simeon, wait a moment. We'll find you a place to sit.
She looked around the place. Oh my god.
Divak, hold it right there.
Olga shouted at Elisa, who was passing by.
What?
What's up with your clothes?
Anything wrong with them, eh? Indeed. Her entire looked somewhat provocative.
Get your uniform nice and neat right now.
Alright. Elisa got her shirt right and walked past, shooting an unpleasant glare at me.
So, where can we find you a place to sit?
There weren't a lot of free seats.
Over there, next to Alyana.
Maybe I...
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. The food's already on the table, too.
I can't...
Yeah.
I had no other choice but to accept. Cotleta. Minced meat, baked potato, compote. It's a drink made of boiling... Huh, cool. Of course, there's probability to cut this poison to a rare... mashed potatoes probably seasoned with arsenic, and a glass filled with excellent antifreeze instead of compote. But it all looked so tasty, and I had no chance to resist.
Hey, man!
What do you want? I applied her. I appeared rather rudely to Alyana, who was sitting next to me.
Why don't you play football with us?
Because of my clothes, I said, pointing at the source of the problem.
Oh, alright then. Eat!
However, there wasn't much left to eat. My cutlet was missing from the plate. Only she could have done it. No. More precisely, none but Alyana could have done it. Give me back my cutlet!
In a big family, you snooze, you lose. It can cost you a cutlet if you're careless.
Give it back, I'm telling you! Hello, Mud. Stream's ending this is ending soon. I'm gonna try and take it. I looked at her menacingly as if to reach out with my hand.
See, I don't have it.
And indeed, Alyana's plate was empty. It seemed that this girl eats as fast as she steals someone's cutlets.
Take it easy. We'll work something out now.
She grabbed my plate and ran off. Not voice acting this time. My brain is inputting more sad chemicals and happy chemicals. Yep. I'm actually gonna end it there. I'm gonna end it there. Look.